Om. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudatullya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuta Mukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamsanatham. Krishno Rakshatu Mam Charachara Guru Krishnam Namasye Sada Krishne Naiva Surakshitohamasagrat Krishnaya Dattam Manaha Krishna Deva Samudbhavo Mama Vibho Krishnasya Dasosmyaham Krishne Bhakti Rajanchalastu Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyam Namaha He Krishna Tubhyam Namaha. Last class we saw Rukmini Swayamvaram. Now we have to see series of weddings, different occasions. Bhagavan get married to 16,008 wives. Out of that, 8 of them become important main wives. All of them we will see now. Now this particular dasakam 18 is a Samantaka episode. Samantakamani. In Dwarka, there lived a distant relative of Bhagavan Krishna, a Yadava, named Satrajit. He propitiated Lord Sun, and Sun was pleased with him. He presented him a mani called Samantakamani. The beauty of that mani is that if you keep that jewel with you, it will give you 10 kilo of gold every day. Not only that, wherever that money is, prosperity will be there, health will be good, the nature also bless them with proper rains, etc. Ativarsham, etc. will not be there. All those great benefits are there. So, when Bhagavan came to know this, Bhagavan said, this kind of wealth, if you keep, it will be dangerous to your life. People will try to steal. Sometimes it may danger to your life itself. So such wealth should go to the national treasury so that it will be beneficial to the humanity. So with that intention, Bhagavan approached the Satrajit. But Satrajit thought that Krishna is jealous of him, so he doesn't want to give. He did not give. Now, this is the episode in Bhagavatam, but Bhattadri adds a few thoughts in that, very interesting. Now we'll see. Start. Who is chanting? Jyoti.
Swamiji, yes, Hari Om. सत्राजिस्त्वमथ लुब्धवदार्कलब्धम् दिव्यं स्यमन्तकमणिं भगवन्नयाचीः तत्कारणं बहुविधं मम भाति नूनं तस्यात्मजां त्वयि रतां चलतो विवोढुम्.
Hey Bhagavan, the Lord possessed of all 6 attributes. Bhattadri is very specifically mentioning, addressing Bhagavan as Bhagavan, because to indicate that you yourself is endowed with all Shad Aishwaryas. So Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Virasya Yasasasriya Jnana Vairagya Yoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Itiranaha. So Bhaga Shabda means Viryam Aishwaryam. Aishwarya means godliness. Viryam, prowess. Yashaha, glory. Shri. Shri means all prosperity, beauty, affluence. And Jnanam, knowledge. And Vairagyam, dispassion. All these qualities collectively called Bhagaha. So the one who is endowed in 100% all these qualities is called Bhagavan. That Bhagavan doesn't have to go and beg of somebody some money, it is not necessary for him. But still he did it. So adatvam lubdhavad ayachi. Then it seems Bhagavan, afflicted with greed, he begged of Satrajit. Satrajitaha Samantagamanim. He begged of Satrajit for the jewel Samantaka, which was Divyam Arkalabdham, which is divine and had been obtained from sun god. Tat Karanam Bhati Mama. Now, Bhattadri said the reason appears for that to me, Bahuvidam. There are many reasons are there, but even then, Kintu Chalataha Noonam Vibodham. It was a stratagem, certainly, to marry Tasya Atmajam Ratam Twai. It must have been a stratagem you created or you developed or you used indirectly to marry his daughter Satyabhama, who was in love with you. So that is Bhattadri's imagination. Okay. It was not said in Bhagavatam, but it is his own addition. It is good, very good. Continuing.
अदतं तं तुभ्यं मणिवरमनेनाल्पमनसा प्रसेनस्तद्भ्राता गलभुवि वहन् प्राप मृगयाम् अहन्नेनं सिंहो मणिमहसि मां सम्भ्रमवशात् कपीन्द्रस्तं हत्वा मणिमपि च बालाय ददिवान्.
In one sloka, the whole story he told. And Satrajit did not give the money to Krishna, but when his brother was going for hunting, he asked Prasena, he asked, so he gave it to his brother. And wearing that money, he went to the forest for hunting. And what happened when a lion saw this? He was attracted with the bright brilliance of this money. He thought it is a flesh. So he attacked him and killed him and took the money and went away. And then what happened? This Jambavan happened to see this. He saw the money and he thought this is very precious thing. Why should a lion have? So he fought with the lion and killed the lion and took the money with him and gave the money to his child to play. So this is the story he told, that Tat Bhrata Prasena Prapa Mrigayam. His brother Prasena went for hunting. Vahan Galabhuvitam Manivaram, bearing around his neck that precious jewel. Adattam Tubhyam, which is not given to you. Anena Alpavanasa. Because Satrajit's mean-mindedness did not allow him to give this to Bhagavan Krishna. When he asked, Simha Mani Mahasi, a lion in the brilliance of the jewel, Mamsa Brahmavashat Ahannenam, mistaking it for flesh, killed him. Tataha Kapindraha Hattvadam Api. Then Jambavan killing him too. The Divan Manim Balayacha gave that jewel to his child to play. Continue.
शशंसुसत्राजित् गिरमनुजनस्त्वां मणिहरं जनानां पीयूषं भवति गुणिनां दोषकणिका ततः सर्वज्ञोऽपि स्वजनसहितो मार्गनपरः प्रसेनं तं दृष्ट्वा हरिमपि गतो भोः कपिगुहाम्.
Then what happened is Satrajit, when he heard that he lost his money, lost not only his money, his brother also. When he came to know, he immediately connected this with Krishna. Because Krishna asked this before, he didn't give. So Krishna must have taken some revenge on him, killed his brother and stole the money from him. Like this rumor he spread. Janaha sasamsuhu tvam maniharam. People talked about you as the jewel thief. Bhagavan thought that I got bad name in Vrindavan, that I am Makhan Chor, butter thief and all that. I heard some bad name, but I never had this jewel thief. This bad name, jewel thief, I never had. But anyway, he heard this Jananam, Ayu Satrajit Giram, following the words of Satrajit. Dosha Kanika Gunina. But he says, even the slightest fault in virtuous people, Bhavati Piyusham Jananam, become like a nectar to the population. Because they like to hear something bad about the well-known people. So the famous people, they like to hear the gossip, isn't it? That's why there are some magazines also. What you call gossip about the film stars and all that, it's there. The inner story of those people. People like to hear all that. And there must be some channel also in TV talking about those. Bhavati piyusham jananam tataha tvam sarvajnaha api. Therefore, you although knew everything, margana paraha sujanasitaha. He went in search of this money, but he took with him some people also with him. Otherwise, you have to have witness. Suppose you come back and give him the jewel, he will think that, oh, he got scared of the scandal, so he returned back. That's all they say. They will not know from where he got it. So that's why he took some people also with him as a witness. And intent on searching along with your people, drishtva tam prasenam harim api gata abhu kavi guham. So he tracked the steps, then found out one place Satrajit, the Prasena died, and then he traced the step, the lion steps were there, he traced that, then following that he found that lion also dead, then he saw this Jambavan footsteps, it led him to Jambavan Gufa. And when he went there, what happened?
भवन्तमवितर्कयन् अतिवया स्वयं जाम्बवान् मुकुन्द शरणं हि मां क इह रोढुमित्यालपन् विभो रघुपते हरे जय जयेत्यलं मुष्टिभिः चिरं तव समर्चनं व्यदित भक्तचूडामणिः.
Ativayaha Jambavan. So Jambavan was very old because his birth was in Satyayuga. Jambavan was born in Satyayuga. Satyayuga when Mahavishnu took avatara of Vamana avatara time. At that time Jambavan was born and Jambavan took 7 rounds of this Vamana when he became Virat Rupa. That was the power of Jambavan. That is why he said also when they went to the seashore, all the Vanaras headed by Angada, when they had to cross the ocean, he said, I become old now. When I was young, I took 7 rounds of the whole earth without any difficulty, but now I have become old, I can't do it, he said. So that Jambavan, Bhakta Chudamani, he was the crust jewel among devotees. Avitarkayan Bhavandam, but not realizing who you are, Alapan Swayam, and saying to himself, Iha Kaha Asti Rodhumma, who is there in this world to obstruct me? Mukunda Sharanam Hi, who has taken refuge in Mukunda. Idi Vibho Rekupate Hare Jaya Jaya Idi Veditaha, and repeating the all-pervading Lord Rama, Hare, victory to you, saying that Samarchanam Tava Mushtibi Alam Chiram. And he started fighting with Bhagavan. Performed worship to you with his fist thoroughly for a long time. So this beating Krishna became worship actually. Look at that. This is also very interesting. There is a book written by Shankaracharya called Shivananda Lahiri. In Shivananda Lahiri, there is one verse Shankaracharya has written. Sometimes the devotees' way of worshipping you are very different. You may think that only Shodajopachara Puja is considered real worship. But there was a devotee who was a Buddhist monk, but he was actually a convert. He was originally Hindu. He was a devotee of Shiva. So, but at the same time, he was converted. He was following Buddhism. So, but his mind was with Lord Shiva. He wanted to worship Lord Shiva. So, what he was doing, he was throwing stone at Shivalinga. So, for the Buddhist monks, they think that he is abusing Shiva, but actually, in his mind, he was offering salutations to him by chanting his name mentally. So, here also, Bhattadri says his Mushti Prahara was like puja for Bhagavan. Continuing.
बुद्ध्वात तेन दत्तां नवरमणीं वरमणीं च परिगृह्णन् अनुगृह्णनमुमागाः सपदि च सत्राजिते मणिं प्रदाः
अथ परिगृह्णन् नवरमणीं. Now, Bhagavan was vigilant and testing the inner purity of human beings. The battle thus lasted for 21 days. Jambavan was not looking at the opponent, he was continuously fighting. Bhagavan also did not say anything. Then, 21 days later, Jambavan became very tired. And he started thinking, this opponent with strength enough to trouble even me, who was born in Treta Yuga, and I have defeated so many demons, demon chiefs. Even it is said that even at that age, old age, he even at one point of time defeated Indrajit in the battlefield. At one time in the Ramaravana Yuddha, in Yuddhakand, it is said, one point of time, this Indrajit insulted Jambavan, saying that you are old monkey, old bear. What is the point fighting with you? I can finish you in no time. Why are you challenging me? So Jambavan got so angry, he gave him one mushti prahar. He became unconscious. Indrajit became unconscious. And the charioteer has to take him away from battlefield. That was his power. Then he started thinking, he cannot be an ordinary human being. Then who could he be? And when he opened his eyes and looked at, then what did he see in front of him? It was his own Bhagavan Ramchandraji. And Rama and Krishna, there is no difference. And his master, Lord Sri Ramachandra, now who has reincarnated as Vasudeva Krishna. So, Atha Parigrannan Navaramanim. Then, afterwards, he prostrated before him, pleaded, I am sorry, I did not recognize you, please forgive me. Bhagavan said, that is okay. I have come to bless you. And as a prayachittam, because he was beating Krishna, isn't it? So as a prayachittam, Jambavan said, I will give you the money. You have come in search of this Samantaka money. I will give you that, but I will give you another money also. That is my daughter. So Jambavati was the second wife. Now don't think that Jambavati was looking like a rich, not looking like a bear and all that. No, he was looking human, very much beautiful human. And her daughter, her son was Samba. Samba was very famous in handsome. He was very handsome person. So Dattam Tena Varamanim cha, and accepting the young girl given by him, and also the precious jewel, Buddha, after recognizing your true identity, Tvam Agaha Anugrannan Amam, you came away blessing him, Pradaha Chamanim Sabadi Satrajite. And when he returned, he gave the money to Satrajit and told him the whole story and told him that these people have witnessed what has happened. So he had the witness also. That continuing.
तदनु स खलु व्रीलालोलो विलोल विलोचनां दुहितरमहो धीमान् भामां गिरैव परार्पिताम् अदितमणिना तुभ्यं लभ्यं समेत्य भवानपि प्रमुदितमनास्तस्यैवादात् मणिं गहनाशयः.
Tadanu saha vrida lola. So Satrajit, after hearing the story and getting back the money, he became very ashamed of what he thought of Krishna. Thereafter, Satrajit, overcome by shame, Khalu Dhiman San Aditatubhyam, and indeed becoming wise. Now he was thinking how to make up the friendship. The best way is to marry the daughter to him so that you become father-in-law. So then all those misunderstanding will go. So Manina Saha, then Satrajit also returned the money to Krishna, saying that you keep it with yourself. Along with money, he also gave his daughter Satyabhama. Duhitaram Bhamam Vilola Vilochanam. Satyabhama with curing eyes. Pararpitam. Actually, Satyabhama was offered by word. Satrajit has offered her in marriage to somebody else. His name was Shatadhanva. Shatadhanva was his name. He was also a distant relative of Bhagavan. And but the Satrajit broke that promise for befriending Krishna to atone the papa that he has committed. Pararpitam Kiraeva ho, only by words, wonder of wonders. Bhavanapi Gahanashaya, you too, whose mind cannot be fathomed. Pramudida manaha sametya labhyam, gladdened at heart, having got whatever is due. Adat manim tasyeva, but he took Satyabhama, but he did not accept the money. He returned to him. You Satrajit, he said, you keep it. Because of this only I got so much of bad name. So, keep it with you. Now, whatever Bhagavan said becomes true afterwards, you see. If you keep such money, it is dangerous for your life, etc. Now, here you see a turn of events is very interesting. Continuing.
व्रीलाकुलां रमयति त्वयि सत्यभामां कौन्तेयदाह कथयात कुरून् प्रयाते हि गाण्डिनेयकृतवर्मगिरा निपात्य सत्राजितं शतधनुर्मणिमाजहार.
Hmm. Now, while you are delighting with the new bride, Satyabhama, you heard the news of dear Pandavas. They were burned in a lakh house, following the evil conduct of Kauravas. Then Bhagavan immediately set out to Hastinapura with your elder brother Balram. Then, seizing this opportunity, what happened was, Bhagavan Krishna and Balram was away. So Akrura, even though Akrura was such a great devotee of Bhagavan, he plotted along with his friend Kritavarman, and he instigated this Shatadhanva, saying that, see, after giving his solemn word that his daughter Satyabhama would be given in marriage to you, Satrajit, he went back on his word and offered her marriage to Krishna. If you have any manliness, now is the time to show it. Now Krishna and Balrama are not here. You will not get another opportunity such as this. Go fast and get hold of at least the jewel, Samantaka. You lost the Satyabhama, but at least you get the money by killing Satrajit, is it? Now this Kritavarman, Satyabhama, Kritavarman. So Akrura and Kritavarman. Kritavarman was a commander-in-chief of Yadava army, whom Bhagavan gave it to Duryodhana to fight in the Mahabharata war. That Kritavarman was killed by Arjuna in the battlefield later. Now, hearing this taunt, Shatadhanva killed Satrajit, who was asleep in the night, and took the jewel. Because this person interested in marrying Satyabhama was not for love of her, but for the money. And that was his intention. Now, when Satyabhama came to know this, now think about it. In Bhagavatam, it is very clearly said, Satyabhama drove chariot on herself. She took the chariot and she drove herself from Dwaraka to Hastinapur, Dwaraka to Delhi. Single-handed. Think about those days also, ladies have that much of power, you see. Independence. So you are thinking that ladies have no independence, they were all slaves and all that. That is all useless. Think about it. Satyabhama herself drove. How she had that courage. Think about it. And went and seen Krishna. Krishna was surprised. How come you are here? Alone you came? Yeah, I came because she was angry. Her father was murdered. Then immediately Bhagavan came back and killed that fellow who stole the, what do you call, money, Shatadhanva. And That is what is given here. Toi ramayati sati, when you are delighting, satyabhamam vridakulam, satyabhama atha prayate kuru, and you had quickly gone to Kurudesha, Hastinapura, kaunteya daha kataya, due to the news of the burning of the sons of Kunti, he Gandhineya Kritavarma Gira. What a pity on the words of Akrura and Kritavarman. Satadanuhu Ajahara Manim. Satadanva took away the jewel. Nipatya Satrajitam. After killing Satrajit. Okay, continue.
शोकात् कुरोनुपगताम् अवलोक्य कान्ताम् हत्वा द्रुतं शतधनुं समहर्षयस्ताम् रत्ने शशङ्क इव मैथिलगेहमेत्य रामो गदां समशिशिक्षत धार्तराष्ट्राम्.
Avalokya Kantam, seeing your beloved Satyabhama, Upagatam Kurun, who came to Hastinapura, Shoka, in great sorrow at the killing of her father, Tvam Samarshaya Tam, you did make her happy. Atva Shatadanum Drudam, by killing Shatadanva quickly. He came back immediately and caught hold of Shatadanva and killed him. Rama Sashankaha Ratne Iva. And Balrama was suspicious about the jewel. Etya Maithila Geham Samasishikshata Dhartarashtram Gatam. Because Balrama thought that these things cannot happen without Krishna's knowledge. So it must be some plan he had. That's why it has happened. So he got frustrated. He went to Mithila Nagari. Mithila. And Mithila Raja was his friend. So they welcomed him. He decided to stay there. And Duryodhana came to know this. And Duryodhana went there as a student of Balrama. He learned Gadayuddham from him. So that is a story. Continuing.
अक्रूर एष भगवन् भवदिच्छयैव सत्राजितः कुचरितस्य युयोज हिंसाम् अक्रूरतो मणिमना हृतवान् पुनस्त्वं तस्यैव भूतिमुपधातुमिति ब्रुवन्ति.
Now Bhagavan knew that this Akrura is the one who plotted all this. Now Bhattadri says, it is all prompted by you only. It is not that Satrajit, who is a devotee of Bhagavan, how can he think of something like this to kill Satrajit? I mean, Krura, who is a devotee of Bhagavan, how can he think of killing Satrajit, etc. for money? So it must have been your own plan. And that is the reason why Bhagavan did not punish Akrura. Akrura, what happened was he told him to keep the money for yourself. So Akrura kept the money for himself. Finally, Akrura got the whole wealth. So that's what he said. Hey Bhagavan, Esha Akruraha Yuyoja Himsam. This Akrura brought about the violence. Satrajitaha Kucharitasya. On Satrajit, the man of evil contact. Bhavad Ichchaya eva, as willed by you alone. Tvam punaha anahritavan manim. You again did not take away the jewel from Akrura. akruradaha upadadum mevatasya, from akrura, for only the sake of bestowing on him utim iti bruvanti, prosperity. That is what people say. What do they say? That is what learned people say. I am not saying this. Some people say like that. Okay. All this is well known. Continuing.
भक्तस्त्वयि स्थिरतरः स हि गाण्डिनेयः तस्यैव कापतमधिः कथमीश जाता विज्ञानवान् प्रशमवाहनमित्युदीर्णं गर्वं ध्रुवं शमयितुं भवता कृतैव.
Now here is a lesson that everybody has to learn. He isha sa Gandhineyaha. That akrura stirataraha bhaktahi tvai. That akrura has been a firm devotee of yours. Katham jata tasya eva ka pathamati. How can arise in him the mind for evil deeds like this? Dhruvam krita eva bhavata. Certainly this has been done by you alone. What for? Shamayitam garvam utirnam iti. To destroy his pride, which had come of that aham vijnanavan prashamavan. So the thought that I am enlightened, I am calm in mind, this thought comes. Sometimes what happens, spiritual pride also comes. That is also very dangerous, because Akrura was given darshan by Lord Krishna. Vaikuntha darshan was given to him. So he thought that now I am a realized soul, Mahatma. I have no desire. I have conquered my passion, etc. That pride entered his mind. How to destroy that? Look at this. He did this heinous act. So we have to be careful. Our spiritual growth also should not become a pride for us. Whenever it becomes a problem, Bhagavan will give you some lesson for us. Continue.
यातं भयेन कृतवर्मयुतं पुनस्तं आहूय तद्विनिहितं च मणिं प्रकाश्य तत्रैव सुवृतधरे विनिधाय तुष्यन् भामाकुचान्तरशय पवनेशपायाः.
E Pavanesha, Pavane Punaha, O Lord of Guruvayuruppa, thereafterward Punaha, Ahuyatam Yatam, having called him Akrura who had fled the country, Kritavarma Yutam Bhayena, along with Karavarman on account of fear of Krishna, Prakashya Manim Tat Vinihitam, having brought to light the jewel deposited with him, Vinithaya Tatreva, and returned it to him, Akrura himself, Suvradadhare, was performing good deeds, Tushyan Bhama Kuchandaraseha Tumpaya, and happily sporting with Satyabhama, that Lord, may you protect me. So Akrura and Kritavarman ran away. Bhagavan called them back, got them back, and consoled them. He did not punish him. He corrected him. And then he advised him, use this money's wealth and do some good deeds to the society and do some satkarma for the benefit of the society and live happily. So blessed him. There ends that dasakam. Our next story is Narakasura Vatham. Narakasura was born to Bhumi Devi. When Bhagavan took avatara of Varaha avatara, when he took, he lifted earth and placed it at the right place and gave that first tilt. So that is what is going on even now. And that sparsha of Bhagavan, and from the sparsha, touch of Bhagavan, is born this Narakasura. So he is Bhumi Devi and Bhagavan's progeny actually. So he is very powerful. He was very powerful. But he had imprisoned 16,000 young women. I don't know whether he wanted to marry them or whatever. But not only that, he threatened Indradeva and he took the earrings of Atiti, an umbrella of Varuna. These are all symbols, And what is there in a earring, you may say? It is not. But this one is a celestial one, very auspicious. And it is also a prestigious issue. But Devendra's mother, her earring he stole. So he has to retrieve. So Indra had no courage to directly approach him and demand, because this Asura was more powerful than Indra. So he approached Bhagavan Krishna and pleaded with him that please retrieve this earring and Varuna's umbrella and save us from his attack in heaven. So Bhagavan set out on his Garuda, approached that place called Prakjyotisha. And this Prakjyotisha was a fort. It was guarded by an Asura called, surrounded by ocean. So in the ocean, there was a great Asura called Mura. Mura obstructed the path of Krishna. Bhagavan with the chakra cut off his head. Mura had 3 heads actually. So that is why Bhagavan got the name Murari. Now that story is being told here. Okay. I hope I have time. Let us see. Whatever we can finish. Tatatam.
स्निग्धां स्निग्धां मुग्धां सततमपि तां लालयन् सत्यभामां यातो भूयः सह खलु तया याज्ञसेनी विवाहं पार्थप्रीत्यै पुनरपि मना गास्थितो हस्तिपुर्यां शक्रप्रस्थं पुरमपि विभो संविधाय गतो भूः.
This part is the story is taken from Mahabharata. Tam satatam api lalayan Satyabhama. Satyabhama was very possessive of Krishna. So you who had been constantly delighting the new married Satyabhama. Tam Mugdam Snigdham was most alluring and greatly attached. Bhuyaha Yataha Saha Taya Kalu. Then did you go along with her? Indeed, Yajnaseni Vivaham. Yajnaseni is Draupadi. So, Pandavas, they were in exile after they were burned. They were supposed to be burned. They were not burned, they escaped. And their appearance, they appeared in that Swayamvara because they were all dressed as Brahmanas attending Draupadi's Swayamvara. But the condition that Drupada put, nobody can fulfill. Even Karna could not. And even Karna could not do it also because Draupadi said, I will not marry a Sudaputra, I will marry only Kshatriya. So he had to withdraw himself. So Arjuna, even though he was a Brahmana, he came and accomplished the task. Then he had to marry her, or that Draupadi had to marry him. And according to the rule. And then finally they discovered that they are none other than Pandavas. And Bhagavan Krishna was there in that sabha. So for attending that wedding, Satyabhama and him went there. Then Punaha Astitaha Manakpapi Hastipuryam Parthaprityai, then staying for some time more at Hastinapura to the delight of Arjuna, of all powerful Lord, you did come back to Dwaraka after establishing Puram Chakraprastham, a city named Indraprastha. See, all the stories are known to you. But Adri tells in a very brief way, very nicely, that after the wedding is over, when they went back to Hastinapura, the Kauravas had to accept them, and now they become more powerful because of the relationship with Drupada. So they had to accept. So finally they decided to divide the kingdom into two. And one part was given to Pandavas, which was not very good part. But then best part Duryodhana kept. But with the help of Krishna, that place became prosperous. And Bhagavan saw to it that Pandavas are settled well. And they built Indraprastha with the help of the architect called Maya. And after seeing them well settled, then he returned to Dwarka. Continuing.
भद्रां भद्रां भवदवरजां कौरवेनार्थ्यमानां त्वद्वाचाताम् आहृतकुहनामास्करी शक्रसूनुः तत्र क्रुद्धं बलमनुनयन् प्रत्यगास्तेन सार्धं शक्रप्रस्थं प्रियसखमुदे सत्यभामा सहायः.
Now Subhadra Haranam is given here. That also in one verse he has completed the whole story. It's a long story actually. It is also from Mahabharata. Actually in Bhagavatam also it is there. So Pandavas had to accept Draupadi because of the mother's word. Because every day Pandavas used to go and beg for food and bring the bhiksha. And before partaking it, they offered to their mother, Kunti. And Kunti, this time, they told Kunti that, see what we have brought. And she said, whatever it is, share it among yourself. Now, this word came from mother's words. They have to accept it. When she came out, she saw, oh, I made a mistake. But it's too late. And thinking what is to be done, at that time, Vyasa Bhagavan also came there. Narada also came there. And both of them said, yeah, this is her fate. Previous life, she did tapas to have a good husband. And when Bhagavan appeared before her in her anxiety, she uttered 5 virtues of a husband. And all these virtues you cannot have in one person. Therefore, now you have got 5 husbands. So they accepted that. And then there was a rule, what is to be done. That also Narada advised them. Each one will have a share of her 1 year. So if anyone at that time disturb the privacy of the couple, then they had to go in exile for 1 year. One day it so happened that a Brahmana's cows were stolen or lost. He went and asked Arjuna. Arjuna at that time wanted to help the Brahmana, but his weapons were in Dharmaputra's, Draupadi's place. So he went to take, that was a time for Dharmaputra. So he actually violated their agreement. So naturally, Arjuna said, I will go in exile for 1 year. So when he went to this Kurukshetra, there he heard about Satyabhama's beauty and also heard that Balrama wanted to marry Duryodhana. He wanted Duryodhana to marry Satyabhama. So he has given word also to him. And this was Shakuni Mama's idea, actually. Shakuni Mama told Duryodhana, if you marry Krishna's sister, you will become powerful. Then Krishna cannot take sides. So therefore, you will be much more powerful than Pandavas. Like this he advised. So that is how he approached Balram. And Ram was his guru. So naturally, Guru has got a weakness for his Shishya. So he also promised. And Bhagavan came to know this. So, when Arjuna was nearby, Kurukshetra, he invited Arjuna. He told him, disguise as a sannyasi. Then come to Dwarka. Don't reveal your identity. And then, when young sannyasi came, Balrama was very pleased. He made him stay in his own palace where Satyabhama was there and allotted Satyabhama to serve him. And Krishna pretended that, no, don't do all this. He's young, be careful and all that. No, nothing doing. He's a sannyasi. Serving sannyasi is very good for a young girl to get married and all that. Balrama said, good. And slowly Satyabhama recognized in that sadhu, it was none other than Arjuna, whom she loved. She already had heard his prowess and she fell in love with him. And then, with Krishna's consent, one day Balrama was away for a Tirtha Yatra somewhere. At that time, Lord Krishna told him the strategy. What was the strategy? Make Satyabhama to drive your chariot.
Subhadra, right?
Subhadra, sorry. Subhadra, sorry. Satyabhama is, yeah, already Krishna's wife. Okay. So, Subhadra. So, I was telling Satyabhama. Okay. Sorry. Subhadra. Subhadra, you tell Subhadra to drive the chariot. Arjuna, you sit back. So, Subhadra drove the chariot and all the Yadava army came to attack Arjuna. Arjuna defeated all of them and then finally went to Hastinapur. Not Hastinapur, Indraprastha. At that time they are in Indraprastha. Now when Rama came to know this, he was furious. He wanted to go and attack the whole Pandavas and destroy them. And Bhagavan Krishna said, look, the problem is, I heard the story that our own sister was driving the chariot. That means what? She is the one who kidnapped Arjuna. Not that Arjuna kidnapped Subhadra. Oh, it's like that. And now if you go and kill Arjuna, what will happen? My sister will become widow. Then what is the problem? So whatever that you have done, she will come back as widow. Whole lifetime you spoil a good life. And our own brother destroy the life of sister. That is not very good. So therefore, then Balrama became calm down. And he went all what he calls Stridhanam. So many gifts were sent and they compromised. That is the story. We shall see that next class. So Bhadram Bhavadarajam Uravenarthamanam Arthyamanam. That verse we'll take it. Then afterwards you see Narakasarvata. We'll see our next class. Oh, next class is when? I don't know. What happened next week? I'm not here. I'm in Dallas. Then following week I have a yajna here. I'm taking this Sampurna Gita. You're all welcome to come. Sampurna Gita is a yajna. A bird's eye view of the entire Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, selected verses from every chapter. I will connect the topic. It will be very good, inspiring to study Gita. Then it will be some practical tips also will be given. That I will complete Saturday 16th. Then I am going to India on 19th. So I will come back only 16th of January. So that week only you can have class.
Oh, Saturday 6th.
New Year, Swami.
January
January
20. January 20.
January
Naraka-
20.
January, January 20th then.
Narakasarvatam. We will see January 20th, yes. Yeah. That is the next class now. Okay. You continue your Vishnu Sahasrama and all
Okay,
that.
Swami. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.
Hari Om Swamiji.